Hello friends, welcome back to the Python programming session. In the earlier sessions, we had looked into the list data type, and in today's session, let's move on to the new topic called the tuples data type. So in this session, let's look into the tuples data type. Tuple is one of the important data types in Python. There are some similarities between lists and tuples, and also there are some differences between list and tuples. Now, firstly, let's look into the similarities. So, what are the similarities between list and tuples? Both list and tuples can have data of different data types. So, both lists and tuples can store data of different data types. So, it need not be of the same data type. It can have different data types like integer, float, string, list, or another tuple. So it can have different data types. It can store data of different data types. It can have an integer value or a floating value or a string value or a list or another tuple. So we say it can have different data types. Similarity. This is the similarity between of list and tuples. Both list and tuples can have duplicate values. Duplicate values. So both list and tuple can have duplicate values. If we have number 1 twice in a list or a tuple, it is correct because it can hold duplicate values. Thirdly, the items are arranged in an orderly manner. The first element which we enter will be at index 0, the second at index 1, the third at index 2. So the items are arranged in an orderly manner. So these are the similarities between the list and the tuples. Now let's see the differences between list and tuples. So what are the differences between list and tuples? The first one is lists are enclosed in square brackets, whereas tuples are enclosed in parentheses. So the list items are enclosed within the square bracket separated by comma, whereas the tuple items are enclosed in parentheses separated by comma. Second one is lists are mutable, whereas tuples are immutable. So, at any point of time, we can change the value of the items present in the list, but we cannot change the items present in the tuples once it has been created. So, we say lists are mutable. We can change the value of the item. Tuples are immutable. Once tuples are created, we cannot change the value of the item present within the tuple. So, these are the similarities and differences between list and tuples. Hope so friends, it is clear for you. Now let's quickly move on to how to create a tuple. So how do we create a tuple? Firstly, we can say tuple 1, tup1 is equal to parenthesis. So this is an empty tuple. It doesn't have any items. And if we say tup2 equal to parenthesis 1 comma 2, 3 and then 4, then it's a tuple of numbers because it is having only numbers. So this is creating a tuple of numbers. Then we can say so this is a tuple of strings because it is having all the values are strings. So it is a tuple of strings. And we can have tuple with any other data type as well. So we can store a 1 that is an integer or a floating value that is 3.14, a string, a word, another list, a list and another tuple. So tuple can have data of different data types. It can be of integer, float, string, a list or another tuple. So this is the case of a nested tuple because we are having one tuple within another tuple. So it is a case of nested tuples. We can also have tuple list included within the tuple. So we say tuples can have data of different data types. So this is how we can create a tuple. And now let's see some operations on tuples. Suppose I'm having a list and I want to convert into a tuple, that is type conversion. So I can say tuple 1 is equal to, we have to mention the keyword tuple. And then within this I can represent a list in square brackets. So when I get this particular statement, and now if I say print tuple 1, then it prints the list in the tuple format because it has been converted into tuple. So it will print 1, 2, 3 and then 4. So it will convert it into a tuple. The list has been converted into a tuple by giving the keyword tuple. And now let's take one more example. Tuple 2 equal to tuple and I am having a string. So this string will be converted into tuple. Now if I say print tuple 2, it will print as a tuple p, y, t, h, o and then n. So it will convert it into a tuple. So this is how we can convert a list into a tuple or a string into a tuple. So friends, till now we have covered the similarities and differences of list and tuple. Then we saw how to create a tuple. Then we saw how to type convert a list and a string into a tuple. So now let's see some more operations on tuples. Let me say my tuple 1 is equal to 1, 2, 3 and then 4. My tuple 2 is equal to 5, 6, 7 and then 8. Now if I say my tuple 3 equal to tuple 1 comma tuple 2. If I specify in this particular format, tuple 3 is equal to tuple 1 comma tuple 2. Now if I say print tuple 3, it will print it in this particular format, that is nested tuples. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is the first tuple, comma, and then the second tuple 5, 6, 7 and then 8. So we'll have nested tuples, that is one tuple inside another tuple, one tuple inside another tuple. So this is the case of the nested tuple. So if we give tuple 1 comma tuple 2, it will print in this particular format. Now let's see the concatenation operation. Concatenation operation on tuples. So for this we need two tuples, and then my third tuple I say tuple 1 plus tuple 2. Plus is the concatenation operator. So plus is equal to concatenation operator. We had seen this in the strings as well. So tuple 3 is equal to tuple 1 plus tuple 2. It will concatenate the contents. So now if I say print tuple 3, it will concatenate the contents of tuple 1 and tuple 2 and save it in tuple 3. So my tuple 3 will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So tuple 1 plus tuple 2 gives the contents in this particular format. Whereas tuple 1, if I say print tuple 4, where tuple 4 is equal to tuple 1 comma tuple 2. If I say in this way, as we have seen previously, it will give it in the nested tuples, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, comma 5, 6, 7 and 8. So this is the difference. If I give concatenation, all the elements will be in one tuple, but if I say tuple 1 comma tuple 2, then tuple 1 comma tuple 2 will get printed. So this is how the concatenation and the other method of printing the tuples can be executed. And now suppose my tuple has got only one item. So if tup1 is equal to Python. So my tuple has got only one item. So when I say type of tuple 1, then it will give the type as string. Even though it's a tuple format, it will give it as a string. Because for tuples, if there is only one item, we should represent it as tuple 2 is equal to Python. We have to give a comma. After the first item, we have to specify a comma. Then we can say it is a tuple. If we don't specify the comma, just give one item, it will consider it as a string. So for tuples, if it is having one item, then we have to specify a comma. Now if I say what is the type of tuple 2, it will give it as it's a type of tuple. The data type is tuple because we are having one item and a comma. And now if I want to have 3 pythons in my tuple, I can do a repetition operator. So we can do a repetition we can do on tuple 2. So we can say tuple 3 is equal to, I have the word after item python and then I specify a comma, then I say into 3, where into is the repetition operator, plus is a concatenation operator and into is the repetition operator. So this is a tuple. This is my tuple because it is having one item and a comma. Into 3. So it will give the output as tuple 3 is equal to Python once, Python twice, and then again Python. So it will print it twice, thrice. Since we are given it as 3, it will print Python thrice and it will be stored in tuple 3. So this is how tuple concatenation and repetition works in Python. So friends, today we saw the differences between list and tuple, the similarities between list and tuple, how to create an empty tuple or a tuple of numbers or tuple with mixed data types. And we saw type conversion of a list into a tuple, type conversion of a string into a tuple, and we also saw concatenation and repetition operations on tuples. So friends, if you have any doubts, please do reach to me out in the comment section. If you like my video, click on the like button and please do subscribe to get notifications of my new videos. Till then, see you. Bye bye.